Hi guys, today I will be talking about fragrances I am using for the upcoming winter months. December has hit Delhi and this is going to be really cold, man. Because La Nino or El Nina, La Nina or El Nino, it's in reverse, one of the two. I'm forgetting which one. So I have seven fragrances today that I think are gonna help me brave this winter. These are fragrances I think I'm looking forward to spraying. No prizes for guessing the first one, and that is Casamorati's Mefisto. This is a very good rose-based fragrance which has good bergamot notes. It is very endearing and compassionate and romantic overall. I really like the Casamorati Mefisto. This was my first jaunt with fragrances, niche fragrances. So I highly recommend this. Smells very luxurious, nice. It's not gonna last you the whole day, so you may have to keep topping it up. It's very inoffensive. You can spray 3 or you can spray 6. You're gonna have a good time. And this has limited mileage, but I still love Mefisto by Casamorati, and that is my first suggestion for you guys. Okay, moving on. Number 2, I would definitely recommend xerjoff's Naxos. Same brand as Casamorati, for those who don't know. And I'm just gonna spray some here. This is a lavender tobacco smell. It's a bit sweet, significant, very sensual, sexual, beautiful spray. Lasts you for the whole day. I highly recommend Naxos for the winter. If you've never had any niche fragrance, should you buy the Naxos? Sure. This is truly, I think, one of those, you can't help but love it because it has no flaws. Sometimes in the heat, it can be a bit pungent and a bit tacky, but it's not the heat anymore. So that's Creed Viking. I don't have the full bottle. I got a decant. This is maybe a 10 milliliter I got from a webpage for about $1,500. This stuff is quite different and alluring. Spicy. I don't know how to describe it, to be honest. But recently I was traveling somewhere and I wore this and I found it's a good fragrance to layer your aventus with. If you're wearing aventus, this is a good fragrance to layer it with because it has slightly better longevity. I don't know, I'm not really sure. But definitely this stuff is more potent, or it seems to be more potent than the aventus. It's a bit more spicy. It's not very friendly. I'm still discovering it, but I'm excited to brave this winter with Creed Viking. I quite like it. Again, it's a spice bomb without any kind of relent. So it's a very powerful, pungent, spicy fragrance. It may not be for everybody, but if you can, you should probably get a sample like I did and be good with it. Okay, so we've had 3 so far: Mefisto, Naxos, and Creed Viking. 4th would be Aventus. This is my favorite fragrance. I was recently traveling to Vietnam and I took this and I think I did good by taking it. Again, it's a very personal fragrance. I don't think on me it lasts that long. If you want this to last long, you should probably get the Hachivat. But this is quite expensive, but I think it should be in everybody's collection. You know, if you consider yourself an enthusiast, definitely there's no reason you shouldn't have the Aventus. It's pretty good. Okay, so that's number 4. This is my favorite fragrance. It is still my favorite fragrance. I know it doesn't last very long, but it's my favorite fragrance. I know there are batches and all that. Still my favorite fragrance. Is it worth the money you pay? I don't know. I don't think so, but it's still my favorite fragrance. Okay, so that's 4. Next is gonna be number 5, and that is Armaf Club de Nuit. If you don't want to spend all the money in the world for this or for the others, this is the fragrance you should get. The Armaf Club de Nuit. I have 3 bottles of this, believe it or not, and I think this is my oldest bottle. Okay. Okay, so this smells definitely, it has a very synthetic opening. Not a very, but it has somewhat of a synthetic opening. But again, on your skin, this is an absolute peach of a fragrance. This particular bottle that I have, I think this one is not as good as the others, if I remember correctly. So, but don't be baffled by all that. It's still much better value for money than what you can even imagine. But it lasts very long. This will last you the full day. The aventus may not. Okay, so Armaf Club de Nuit Intense Man, highly recommended. Now I'm going to come to my favorite fragrance, which I think everybody must have in this. This is number 6. This is Dior Sauvage Elixir. And if I had to wear one fragrance for today, it would probably be the Dior Sauvage Elixir. What is so amazing about this? The longevity, man. This lasts you 10 hours. And it sprays so elegant, so one-dimensional, so beautiful, so linear, so cool. I went to a party and somebody was standing 10 feet from me. And I went to them and I said, "You a-hole, why did you not tell me you got Sauvage Elixir on my recommendations?" He said, "I'm sorry, man, but it's so good. 10 feet away, I can smell it." This is Dior Sauvage Elixir. It has nothing. Sauvage has nothing on this. They blend well together, but I would say if you're wearing this, 2 or 4 are nuclear. You don't need anything else. This is the fragrance, my favorite fragrance for winter. The one I'm looking most forward to is this. It's so sexy. It's so unbelievable and it's so unlike any other fragrance. Just buy it. It's very expensive, but buy it, man. Now the last fragrance is Alexandria 2. This is a very, very different kind of a fragrance. It has some apple, rosewood, lavender, but the oud is what I like about this, and the oud is sometimes what I don't like about it. So it's a bit of a mixed bag, but man, this smells like romance. This smells like luxury. It smells like the riches of the world. It smells like the so beautifully expressed and contained. This smells like a 10 on 10 girl. I love Alexandria too, and I know all these fragrances are unisex. So quick recap, guys. We had the Alexandria 2. I would say this is very expensive, so do try a sample before you buy. The Aventus, if you need to one fragrance for all occasions, that's manly and deep, that's Creed Aventus. If you want to start with something which is very, very different and italic and new, the Mefisto by Casamorati. One negative is that doesn't last as long as you would want it to, but you can always spray it up, you know. Yeah. And Naxos is again a champion fragrance. So that's number 4. Creed Viking, if you're feeling adventurous, get a sample for the winter. Armaf Club de Nuit, you can't go wrong with this. This should be in everybody's collection. And the King Sauvage Elixir. Peace out. I hope you like this video. I'll see you guys soon. Be very intentional with the month of December. Do not take December lightly. It is how you end the year. And it's often important to make a list of things you could do better in this year. It's a good year. It's a good month for reflection and doing better. Peace out then.